Good evening, everyone. You're locked into a theatrical vibration with me, publisher and founder of 1021 Magazine, BEBE Davis. Welcome to a serious moment with a little bit of theatrical flair. Now, many of us have been following this explosive trial. Double murder. The Murdaughs of the Low Country. Very familiar territory for myself because my family hails from the Low Country. And on the maternal side, my grandfather, they hail from Beaufort, Hampton, Hilton Head, those other little namesake in between, and myself as pre-law, political science major, no Juris Doctor, but quite aware and well-versed. Knowing my origins and the trial location, my family name came up in the trial. Now my other contributing editors and reporters and photographers who were on the scene, we're all on our phones, alerts and everything. And then my family name comes up with witnesses on the stand, and I'm like, what? Yes. Not shocking, but a little surprised. So I am here with some lovely southern strawberries and some beautiful strawberry yogurt. No mint julep, just passion fruit juice in a goblet. To discuss the case. So, here's your introduction. And what I feel about the case is that being pre-law, political science commentary, a journalist since the age of 19, coming from a public figure family, I would say prominent public figure family on both sides, but in South Carolina, because this case is in South Carolina, my viewpoints are quite different than many that I've seen. But some that I've seen that have the up close and personal vibrations of the Low Country and the lay of the land and the law of the land of southern sleepy towns and of so many murder cases that are unsolved and solved, where some got justice and some did not get justice. There's always more than meets the eye. So I discussed previously my origins, and I'll go really, really quick through this, just on the maternal side of my grandfather's lineage. grandpa's lineage, okay? Let me have a strawberry. One thing about your past, you can't change it. But you can go forth and make more history. You could be on the yin side of history, or you can be on the yang. Just as the Murdaughs. We hail after the African movement to the shores of the coast. In Beaufort, my 6th generation grandfather in the United States was the slave master. On the census, we're listed as mulattoes. Some census did not list us as mulattoes. It was just Negro or color, just depending on whoever the census taker was. And our story is not unique unto its own, because many others have the same vibes. He fathered a child with a female slave. We do not know if it was consensual or non-consensual, or a fondness therein, thereof, or utter disgust. We don't know. How I like to call her Grand Queen. Unfortunately, we don't have the records and the name of her. But she bore the slave master a son. And in this moment, which is not unfamiliar territory for anyone, he must have been quite fond, because he gave this son real estate. He did not have a hard way to go, but he did not free him. He remained a slave. They kept really good records of him, even unto death. That would be my 5th generation grandfather. My 4th generation grandfather, which was the slave master's grandson, he saw freedom. He went from a slave to a free man. And the real estate money that I will not give the exact amount was tripled, doubled to tripled. And he left Beaufort, made his way over to Hampton, Hilton Head, and kept moving upward through the state of South Carolina and beyond. And his descendants, such as myself, we continue to do great things, and we became public figures with my lineage. And so I know quite a bit about how people who are public figures and prominent, if that's the word others want to use, most prominent people do not say that they're prominent. I had a girlfriend who asked, were we prominent? And it kind of took me aback. And when I just thought about it, I was like, well, yeah, but not whatever. Because everybody's perfectly imperfect, flaws and all. And everyone has some type of secrets to their families. And everybody always have the black sheeps, the white sheeps, the beige sheeps, the pink sheeps. I mean, you know. So in saying that and just giving my origins, I have the inner vibe of how public figure families think. Not all, but you know, like a general vibration. And I feel, in this case, for the Murdaughs and the double murder, tragic, and that justice should be given, and many feel that it has, with the recent guilty verdict and the sentencing. I feel that there is more to these murders. Do I have a privy of a who, a when, a where, insider information? No, I do not. Do not come seek me out. But knowing the law of the land, the lay of the land, and especially of the South, where many is there's always more to a magnitude like this. And there's many scenarios, I feel, and these are just alleged POVs, to be clear. Allegedness, POVs, as well as the facts. That reasonable doubt is still there. But the timeline and the digital information also shows glaring guilt. So how is your reasoning, BEBE? I feel that he was there, and the he is Alex Murdaugh. But I do feel, whenever you're talking about, let's talk about scenarios, allegedness, POVs, could this be even more bigger than what we all even can think? We know that there were many enemies because of other extenuating circumstances, the embezzlement, the fraud, the boat accident that took the life of a young and beautiful Mallory Beach. And then we know of the housekeeper, the death. We know of Stephen, the death, and all of the swirling information. Enemies galore. And in the South, you have privy of knowing people's comings and people's goings. And we would talk about these scenarios. So this is your introduction to murder, mystery, mayhem surrounding the Murdaugh case. And I do feel that there is much reasonable doubt, even with the age of digital information, that would lock Alex Murdaugh there. The Snapchat filming, the OnStar data, the timeline, but also the timeline could be another way. It could be not enough time to switch clothes after a gruesome death. Could there be someone else? Or the key word that Alex said, they did not have to do them like that. Some debate I, but they is plural. So we do a deep dive in allegedness, POVs, and to give the viewers another point of view. So settle in, because this is definitely going to be a bless your heart sugar moment. And again, we don't take away from the sensitivity of the case, because lives have been shattered all around, not just Maggie and Paul. Mallory, her family, her friends, the friends of Maggie and Paul and their families, of Stephen, the mysterious circumstances of the lady that oversees the day-to-day of the homes, just a lot. The people who were embezzled from. But I will leave you with this ending. Sometimes people sacrifice. They sacrifice to protect others. Because there could be more to meet the eye. And what many people do especially prominent members of society, many, not all, but what many do is they were to vow, it is understood, and they take that vow, and it's understood that you may have to sacrifice yourself for the family. You may have to sacrifice yourself so no one else will meet a bad fate. But what we do know is that the prosecution, they did a phenomenal job in gathering evidence. And we do know the defense had a harder task to themselves, but they did an incredible job. But with both, I will do my critiques. So thank you for having soon come 20 minutes with me. And the judge also did an incredible job. The Honorable Clifton Newman, especially under the circumstances within himself. And the witnesses, the family that had to endure, the media family, like myself, as a journalist since 19 and a publisher for 21 years, as the first full-featured digital lifestyle magazine in the world, where I'm publisher and founder, and proudly. Everyone was locked in, all over the world. South Carolina on the map. So, with all of this and documentaries, everything that you could think of which would make the makings of movies and book deals and interviews, just riveting cases upon cases besides this case that have yet to go to trial. With the Murdaughs, it's just all high emotion for more. So stay tuned. Good vibes. With the murder, the mystery, the mayhem, the Southern experience, the up-close and personal moments, and how prominence deals with their issues, not the way someone would normally deal with their issues. So there we have it. And when I return, I will give my POVs of the sentencing of Alex Murdaugh, given by the Honorable Clifton Newman. And I will be doing reaction. And from there, we have another one of these moments. Southern hospitality with POV's allegedness and the what if and the think abouts and all of that. So stay locked.